Hey guys, it's John with HookahJohn.com. You know the drill. Alright, that's actually the point today. Do you know the drill? What I've been meaning to do lately is do a little back to basics when it comes to hookah. I do a lot of videos where we're introducing some new and maybe advanced products, maybe advanced brands, and maybe it goes over a lot of your guys' heads. We're gonna go back to basics because lately, especially on Hookah John's circle of friends on Facebook, there's a lot of new people there. All right, so over the years, I've just gotten to be to get so much knowledge from many of you guys watching, and then many of you guys watching will ask me for my experience and all that, and I think like I know it all. But the issue is there's a lot of you guys that don't know enough about hookah. So we're gonna go back to basics. I'm gonna start a new series of videos to where we just do the basics of hookahs. Introduce you to the basic brands, the basic products, basic bowls, stuff like that. And then we'll move on from there. So if you're new in this hobby, it's gonna be a good time for you in watching these videos. Back to basics. First thing I'm gonna do, back to basics, Hookah John has never had his hair this long, not in the last 20 years at least. This shit has gotta go. All right, you know how much gel I use, you know how much product I have to use and purchase and all that stuff? It's too complicated. It's gotta go. All right, so I'll be right back, all right? Much better, all right? Like a huge weight has been taken off. Now personally, I kind of like yesterday's haircut better than today's haircut, but whatever. We'll just either grow it out. Actually, almost like a little bit shorter too, but who gives a crap? Do you? You really don't. So anyways, back to basics here. What are we gonna do? See, what I've got going on here is something that's a little complex. Not really, not for me anyways, not for a lot of you, but check this out. We've got a white Narbiche hose with an actual custom wide bore tip. You don't see too many of these. Then you've got a Checkmate Bohemian glass base, which is just beautiful. Check out the clarity and the smoke and the water's bubbling and all that. And then I've got a Regal Prince hookah here, which is a high-end. It's a high-end hookah. It's pricey, that's for sure. You've got a Lule tray, which is beautiful. Don't know if you want to see the top of this. All right, nice work in there, workmanship. And then we've got a Ferris bowl. It's actually one of the Ferris bowls we got going on, as well as a new version of the Cloud Lotus and some jumbo tongs. Do you need all this? If you're a beginner, do you need all this? Is this going to make a difference to your hookah smoking? Maybe, maybe not. Is it necessary? Why? Let's take a walk. Why don't you guys come with me? Oh, hold on. Hold on. One thing you guys got to do when you sit at work all day and smoke hookah like I do, you need to do a little workout here. All right? Pretty cool. Every once in a while. And then I get my Veridex going, Veridesk, so we can, that way, keep some of the pounds off, all right? Some of you guys need that, some of you guys don't. You younger guys that are starting out with hookah, make sure you get up, walk around a little bit while you're smoking. It's very important. All right, what are we gonna do for basic stuff? Let's go through the basics here. Basics. This is a standard Egyptian clay bowl. They come in different shapes and sizes. Check those out. I mean, no two are the same. I mean, sometimes you get some that are the same. Look at that, there's a little short one. Okay, then you've got some of the bowls that we produce, which you've seen. This gets in a little bit more. What's the difference between these? I'm not gonna get in there right now. I'm not gonna get into that topic right now. You've got other bowls out here. Another great bowl is a Tangier's bowl. Now, you as a beginner can start with those bowls. There's even some crazy Egyptian bowls here. I don't want to open this, but it's a funnel bowl like the ones I showed you. It's made out of Egyptian clay. Now, hoses. These are the hoses that we use, mainly the Narbiche hose. Okay, why do we use these? Because they're washable, okay? Tip comes out, plastic all the way through. Great. Why do you do that? Because hookah smoke tends to leave flavor in some of these non-washable hoses. All right, now we're gonna grab a hookah. Should we grab one of the used ones? We got a whole box of used ones here. Let's see. Famous brand, one of the most trusted and most famous Egyptian brands is Khalil Ma'moon, or a KM hookah. You get one of these, and you gotta get a base. Oh, I don't have a base. Do you have any bases handy here? Do I have to go somewhere else? Are these bases any good? They're broken?
Kitchen.
Kitchen? All right. What do we do here? Oh, these are all new? Sorry. Bless me. Thank you. Okay. So what we do, what do? You got a stem here, and you got a base. Your hookah looks complete, but it's not even close to complete. What's the deal here? You need a grommet. We didn't prepare too much, but you do need a grommet. George, can you throw me a black grommet, please? Base grommet. Thank you. All right. These vary too. So people, sometimes they'll buy a stem, a grommet, and a base different. One thing you gotta realize, the bases, especially from KM, are usually all different. But this part, the hub, is usually pretty standard. The grommets are different too and do vary. This one's got some little ribs on it, a little rib for your pleasure. So how do you test it? One way I test it, if it's got a firm grip and there's no play in there, this one's probably gonna work. So I'm gonna get real lucky. Now what you can do, you're a beginner, you put this on first. I've seen other people put the grommet in the base first. I don't do that. Sometimes it stuffs the grommet down in there. Make sure you get it nice and flush and level. Get that in there, bam. Now this one's a tiny bit loose, tiny bit. So what you can do, and I didn't prepare myself with that either, you could take this off, right? And you add a little tape here, a roll of black electrical tape. Just one layer to test it. You put it back on and you fit it, see if it's tight enough. If it's not, add another layer, all right? Very simple. So where are you gonna fill your water level to? Again, guys, those of you that know me are gonna say, dude, what are you doing? This is basics. So I'm trying to slow down, help out some of the new guys out there. You new guys need to get onto Facebook and go to HookahJohn's Circle of Friends, all right? Friendly group there, and they'll be happy to help you guys out. So what are you gonna do? Just load this up and smoke it? No, you gotta get water. Where's your water level? I don't know if you can see the bottom. See, this is why I like clear bases, so you can see. I don't know if you can see through this base on the video, but I can pretty much see it, how deep it's going. And here's a little trick if it's totally solid and you can't see. Just go like this, and then you'll figure out where your water level lies. It should be about this high or so, about an inch over the bottom of here. Make sure the bubble's completely covered with water. There goes that phone again. So I would go like this and say, all right, fill it up from there. And then what you do is, let me fill this just so we get an idea of how to test it real quick. This one looks a little bit high. I don't know if you can see the water in there. Tad high, but it'll still work. So how you do a test, make sure not to cut your lips on this. Sometimes they come with a little shaving here. Go. Get a nice rumble, nice roar. Okay, set that up. And you need a tray. Okay, here's a hookah tray. The purpose of this is in case your coals fall off your bowl, they drop into one of these trays. And you can rest some extra coals if you got there. That's basics here. What can I talk about? Filling a bowl, brands. Let's go to brands of tobacco. Go. Now, one thing that I always called, when I got into this industry, the 4 pillars of tobacco shisha. The 4 that I think are the most significant in our industry, in the US anyways, are Nakhla, Tangiers, Starbuzz, and Al Fakr. You guys familiar with Al Fakr? Okay, no particular order on that. Each one is unique, and each one came out before there were other brands out there. Now, many brands have come out, and they're just another version of Al Fakr, another version of Tangiers, another version of Starbuzz. Now, you're getting other versions of Tangiers out there. Not doing too good, I don't think. I don't know. Whatever. That's what it is. Over here you got Starbuzz, famous brand. Really did a lot for the industry in the US. They're basic, not basic. It's just it has become a norm in hookah tobacco. It's a light to dark brown, good amount of glycerin and flavor in there. Nice packaging, very original for its time. They've even updated, come out with different packaging and different lines. More advanced stuff, we're not gonna get it in there. Nakla, on the other hand, is your basic tobacco. Comes in a brown box. I mean, I don't know who smokes this still. You guys, this is the dark black stuff, unflavored, whatever. But you can check this out here. Nakla's still doing good. Got a lot of standard, non-mixed flavors. You can mix them yourself. Their flagship, I mean, who hasn't tried this? Yeah, I bet the newer generation hasn't even heard of this. That's how much hookahs come, like, almost full circle, not really. But anyways, back to another brand here, because we got all of these brands open. We've got Tangiers, which is an American-made brand, dark leaf tobacco, long-lasting, flavorful, bit high on the nicotine. Some people prefer that. Some people go to this, then when they go back to their other brands, they're not feeling enough satisfaction with the other brands. That's just what I've heard. That's kind of what I've experienced too. Charcoals. You got all these brands of charcoals. You got instant lighting, right? This one you take with a lighter, you light up. For a lot of you newbies out there, you're gonna get away from that as you progress in hookah. Then we've got coconut coals. This is my brand, titanium, really good. You've got other brands here. Starbuzz makes some down there. Hayes makes some down there. Ultimate here. You got silver tabs. That'll be another video. All right, back to what we've got here. But we're gonna stay at basics. Basic bowls, basic, I don't know, what do we got here? Show you guys something? This is what Tangiers looks like. Okay, it's a dark black, molasses-based tobacco. You stir it up and it gets a little bit more glistening if you want. Shine comes through. That molasses gets mixed in evenly with the tobacco. Then you've got Alfaker, okay, red. Again, one of the all-time favorites here. You're not gonna go wrong trying any of those 4 brands that I mentioned. There are other good brands out there, and we will get into those later, okay? Do we have a Starbuzz here? Yes, one of my favorites. Black mint. I wanna show you what Starbuzz looks like. We don't have too much in here, because I smoke a lot of it. But we'll get into this bag. Just show you a little texture, little color. All right. You can stir it by hand or with a fork. Doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. Get some new brands here. I don't have any. Do we have Knuckle open? Is this Knuckle? Smell that. What is that? Miso raspberry?
Miso blueberry.
Miso blueberry. Okay. This one I can't stir with a fork. Yeah, I can. So that's not the Miso blueberry. So good, we've represented the 4 brands here without me trying. This is, looks like we mixed it with some other stuff. Didn't we mix this with double apple? Why do we have so much? This looks like more than one package.
The packages were broken.
Oh, they're broken? Okay. Well, Knuckle tends to be drier. How do you pack all these? Mostly, you pack them all the same. Now, I'm gonna go use a fork with this because I'm gonna end up using my hands. So Knuckle. Alfaker. We'll go with the medium bowl, right? I go like this, pack it in there, get it a little loose so the flavor comes in. Great. Pretty simple stuff, not rocket science. Now, there are packing methods. You will get into those, you will learn those, but don't sweat it right now. Tangiers, you know, really, not too many people will recommend that you use one of these bowls with Tangiers, but believe it or not, it does work. And this tobacco came out before they even invented their funnel bowls. Do I have a Tangiers funnel bowl here to show you guys real quick? This is in old videos. Let's see if I have my Tangiers. Tangiers funnel bowl. Okay. You can look at my old videos. I had a video with the inventor of Tangiers actually teaching me how to pack a bowl many years ago. I think it's called, look up HookahJohn, how to pack Tangiers by the master, or by the creator. It's like a 2-part video, it's pretty long. Okay. Do I do it right? I don't know. This is gonna be into one of your more advanced videos. But once you get advanced, kind of, I hate using that word because it becomes second nature. I'm not even explaining what I'm doing here or why. Again, that'll be another video where we do that. Okay, nakla, pretty simple. Take a big bowl, put it in there. Dude, I ain't gonna name names, but one of these brands is seriously gonna come off of my list here. I don't wanna say shit, but it's not, there's so much more being done in the world of hookah today that you gotta step up your game, guys. And you got Starbuzz. I'm gonna use a little bowl only because I have a little bit of shisha, but normally I would put it in this bowl. I put Starbuzz in that if I was gonna use an Egyptian clay bowl, which I almost never do, See, with your fingers, no problem. Nice and loose. Again, there are a million packing methods out there. You will get your own packing method down and you will be your own master, okay? People give me a lot of compliments, say, dude, you know a lot about hookah and all that. Yeah, I know, but I was pretty much like you guys. Actually, I learned a lot from many of you guys watching that are more advanced. And those guys have even learned tricks from me, and I've learned tricks from them and stuff that you want to do to up your game. It's not really a game, by the way. This is hookah. It's supposed to be simple. Yes, it might be overwhelming at first. Yes, you might have some bad experiences, like not getting enough smoke. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but you will get your methods down. I promise you, you will. All right. Stay on royalhookahforum.com. Lots of good information there. There's a nice history that you can go back and see the history of HookahJohn and how things have come along, new products and so forth. So these are the basics. We're not gonna light this one up and smoke it. I'm gonna leave it at this right now because I'll tell you real simply, you'll foil these. Maybe I'll foil it just since we're here and you're trying to prepare a bowl and you're a new person. Heavy duty foil. A lot of people say, well, my foil sucks down when I pull on it. Yeah, use some heavy duty foil, okay? That's usually the reason why. They blame the bowl, they say the spire is too low, forget all that. Never happens to me. You know why? Because I use heavy duty foil. Some people, if they only have the thin ones, in other countries I've noticed they don't have heavy duty foil readily available, so if you're in one of those countries, take two of them, make them tight together. Very simple. I would have gone with a bigger piece, I should have, so I'll do this one here. Okay, drum tight. You know, I got a couple little ripples in there, who cares? It'll still work, okay? Now this is not the perfect hookah. If I had to compete and make a bowl and go up against some other clown making hookah, yeah, I'd do a different job because there are more tricks to it. Again, basic video here. In the old days, I'd start with one down the middle, make sure you get a little airflow in there, and I'd just medium-sized pinprick holes. You can do little thin ones. Some people like doing that. Some people like using a fork. Do we have that fork that's poked? Okay, here we go. Like a thicker poker and do thick holes. Why? Why? Get your method down, all right? Try all of them, okay? And you want an even amount of holes all over. Some people do different cool designs and all that. As long as you're getting airflow, you're gonna be all right, all right? With airflow in there. Starbuzz Black Mint, good, okay? You need grommets here, and your hookah's almost complete. Let's see, do we have a grommet on any of these hookahs? No one's at the table. George, can you give me a bowl and a hose grommet, please, sir? Look, you had that ready. You knew I was gonna ask for that. Thank you, George. Do you have any basic KM hoses here? I don't want to get into better hoses. Get into a simple hose. Simple washable hose. Delay of video. Definite delay of video. This is a standard hose. Chinese made, washable. Not as thick. Still does the job. Doesn't have a wide diameter. Bowl grommet, hose grommet. One is bigger than the other. Bowl one goes there. What's the point of this, right? The point of this is to get your bowl and hose airtight. Do it like this. Do it like that. Go like this. And voila, right? Some technical difficulties here, but we're back in this. Normally it wouldn't take me that long to prepare this, but I want to show you guys slowly. Again, you basic people out there, basic people, you people that are new to hookah and need some basic instructions. There you go. Hookah is rumbling. For those of you pros, you heard a little restriction in there, right? Right? Don't worry about it. They're not going to notice it right now. We will get to that. You add a couple coals up here and you're good to go, and you're smoking. All right, so I'm going to go back to my desk, get to work, check out my hookah. See the difference between that hookah, which was, that one's not even too basic. That one's a pretty good rig. That's going to do just as good as one of these high-end hookahs with all the bells and whistles. It's going to do just as good. This hookah's been going for a while, so it's time for new coals. And it's time for HookahJohn to get out of here. Again, when you want to buy hookah products, go to HookahJohn.com. And if you need information, just go to RoyalHookahForum.com or on Facebook, HookahJohn's Circle of Friends. By the way, not all of you guys are included in the Circle of Friends. I've cut a lot of you guys out because you guys think you're so smart and all you are is a bunch of internet trolls. I don't give a crap about that. All right, hookah's about having fun. What's that thing? I'm fat, I'm about having fun. Oh, that's Ronnie the limo driver. Forget it, get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later.